Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Mrs. Metzger, and I'm one of the guidance counselors here at Manchester High School.
I'm Mrs. Broadbeck, and I'm the other guidance counselor here at the high school.
We're going to go over some information for you as your student transitions from 8th grade to 9th grade of how to earn a high school diploma.
First, I'll tell you that Mrs. Stockberger has been your guidance counselor up to this point, and then in high school, Mrs. Metzger is going to be the guidance counselor for anybody whose last names start A through K, and then I will be the guidance counselor for whoever has last names starting L through Z. I'm going to start by talking about graduation requirements. There are 3 boxes to get a diploma that you have to check off. The first box is your required classes that you have to take and your diploma type. There are 3 diploma types that we're going to talk about today. There's the Core 40, and that one has specific requirements of 8 English credits, 6 math credits, 6 science credits, and 6 history credits, along with PE and health. You can get a D- in those classes, and it is a passing grade, 40 credits overall. We'll move to the technical honors diploma, and there's a few extra requirements for that. You have, instead of 40, you have 47 credits that you have to get. You have the same basic classes as the Core 40 diploma, except you have to have a C- or better, B average overall in all of your classes. In addition to getting 6 career technical course classes, a lot of students do this at Heartland, and then you'll get a certification or dual credits along with that. If you do all of these requirements, you could get your technical honors diploma. Then the academic honors diploma is a little bit different. You have your English classes, and then your science classes and your history classes, PE and health, like the other ones. However, math is a little bit different. You have to take an additional year of math. So in addition to your Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, you will take an additional year of math. So that is a requirement, as well as 3 years of Spanish or a foreign language, and then 2 credits of fine arts. So that could be band, choir, drawing, intro to 2D, any of those fine arts credits. And then you have to have either 2 college classes, dual credit, 2 AP classes, or 1 of each. The academic honors diploma also has 47 credits. You have to have a B average overall, C- or better in all of your classes. If you do all of those requirements, you could get your academic honors diploma. All 3 of those diplomas will get you to a 4-year college. However, when determining which diploma that you want to go for, keep in mind what math class you're in right now. If you are in Honors Algebra 1 as an 8th grader, you still have to get 3 years of math. You have to take math your freshman, sophomore, and junior year. So if you are in Algebra 1 right now, regardless of what diploma you're going to get, you will still be required to do Geometry, Algebra 2, and then Pre-Calculus, first semester, Trig, or Stats, second semester, regardless of your diploma. If you're not thinking that pre-calculus, trig, and stats are classes that you want to guarantee you have to take, you may want to consider retaking Algebra 1 as a freshman. That is box number 1. Box number 2 is called employability skills. There are 3 different ways that you can fulfill this requirement. It would be the project-based learning, service-based learning, or work-based learning. A lot of students will fill this paper out with a job or a service project, or if they've gone on a mission trip, anything like that. We have a blue paper that they will fill out their senior year, and then we keep it on file just as a state requirement. Box number 3 is post-secondary ready competencies. You have to do one of the following things. You either can get an honors diploma, have certain scores on the ACT, SAT, or ASVAB. You can get a state certification, or do a career technical pathway, or have a certain combination of dual credit and college courses. As you can see, a lot of those are for the future. And so getting a certain score on a test is dependent on one day and taking a test. And so we don't guarantee that those things are going to happen. And getting an honors diploma. That can change during the senior year if there's a grade, if somebody gets a D or a D plus. So we don't guarantee that those things are going to happen. We have students sign up for a career technical education concentrator in their freshman or sophomore year, and so we can start them out on a path to do that. And those are, we're going to put a screenshot of some of the options that we have. We have the business, agri-science, landscaping, interior, computer science, engineering, digital manufacturing, and then Manchester has gotten approved a fine arts pathway that you can take through band, choir, or art. And those are the 3 boxes that you have to check off to get your diploma.
Okay, so something that you can do as a high school student, Rachel talked a little bit about the AP courses, dual credit courses. So we currently have 8 AP courses that are called Advanced Placement. The way those work, the students take those, they're all year-long courses, and then they sit for a test, a 3 to 4 hour test in May. We don't get to choose the date for that. It's whatever date the College Board says. We administer the test here at the high school. Students sit for the exam. If they earn a 3 or higher on the AP exam, then they can earn college credit at a public university. If they're planning on attending a private university, that institution gets to decide if they need to have a 3, a 4, or a 5 to earn the college credit. So it's guaranteed at a public university, but not at a private university. And scoring is from a 1 to 5 for AP test. This is a way for students to get ahead in college credits as they move on to post-secondary school. We also have many dual credit classes. We currently work with Trine University, Purdue Fort Wayne, Indiana University Bloomington, and Ivy Tech. And we currently have 21 courses here at the high school that are dual credit. Some of them do have prerequisites, some of them do not, and I will put up here what those classes are. This is all going to be in the course description guide that will be online as well. So all of the classes that are listed are dual credit. It tells you if they're free or if there's a cost, how many credits they earn, the name of the college class, and then what high school class you would have to take in order to enroll in those dual college credit classes. So this lists our AP courses, obviously biology, calculus, human geography, English Lit, English Lang, environmental science, studio art, and then US history. Those are all the AP where you take it and you sit for the exam in May. Then we also have a ton of dual credit, which I showed you. And so this just gives you an idea of some of the other classes that we do have. Heartland Career Center also has a ton of dual credit courses. Most of theirs are dual credit except for their early childhood. So when you go to Heartland, there are 20 half-day programs that you can take. So students take 3 classes here, and then 1 travel period, and then 3 classes at Heartland. So half of their day is spent down in Wabash doing construction or doing welding or precision machining, cosmetology, any of those. Keep in mind that the big thing there is that you have to be on track with credits and you have to be have good attendance. If you're behind, you failed classes your freshman and sophomore year, then when you become a junior, we can't send you to Heartland because you don't have enough room in your schedule, because we have to make sure that you are on track for graduation. Heartland classes are first come, first serve. So when your child is a sophomore, Heartland comes and we invite all the sophomores down to hear from the Heartland individual. They come in, they talk about the programs, they answer questions for kids, they hand out the applications. Those applications, as they are turned into the guidance office, are time-stamped and dated. We only get so many spots per class, so we put that timestamp and that date on there so we can make sure it's first come, first serve. So sometimes it can be the difference of a minute between getting the paper signed and turned in, whether you can get into a program or not. So we usually do fill up those programs pretty quickly. Here's some additional Heartland classes as well. On the website, you can find the course description guide for the 23-24 school year. You can also find past ones as well. It lists all the courses that are available, what grade level you need to be in order to take that course, and if there are any prerequisites. Diploma types are all included, so everything that Mrs. Broadbeck went over regarding what is needed for a diploma, for a Core 40, academic honors, technical honors, is all included in there. And then Appendix A of the course description guide is dual credit classes. So that's kind of the sheet that we showed you here a few minutes ago that was green and yellow. So you can see if the class is dual credit. And that is also listed underneath the course name in the course description title. So the biggest decision you need to think about right now with your student is, one, what type of diploma do they want to get? So are they thinking they want a Core 40? Are they thinking they want an academic honors? Are they thinking they want a technical honors diploma? So make sure that you're choosing your classes wisely and that you're planning ahead, which is why we have a 4-year plan that we work with the kids on every year when we go to schedule them. And then what do you want to use for your program of study? Like, are you thinking interior design? Are you thinking you want to go to Heartland your junior year? Are you thinking you want to be in the ag program for your program of study? So these are just things that you need to look at and explore before we schedule you for your 9th grade year. If you have any questions, feel free to contact either one of us or Ms. Stockberger, and we will help in any way we can. Thank you.